Hello and welcome to eLearning in ELA. We are launching ourselves into eLearning and it's going to be fun and interesting. Let's take a second. I just want to talk to you and say hi. I miss you. I hope you're doing good. It's crazy. Here we are. This video is not going to be too long. I'm going to talk to you just about a little bit of introduction to what e-learning is going to look like for the next several weeks. I'm going to remind you of some online tools we have already used and then a couple that we're going to add into our new toolbox. And then we're going to talk about how weekly checklists are going to work as we work our way through the unit. And then we're going to talk about office hours and how to get in touch with Mrs. Olkey. And then finally, some tips for success, okay? So things are going to be different. And everything that we're doing, I want you to remember and realize that we're all learning at the same time. So none of this is normal for anybody. Everybody is going through this crazy transition right now. So hang in there and do your very best and just be ready to roll with the changes because we are going to make the best of this. And I hope that it becomes an experience that we will learn from and grow from, and we will talk about this one for probably the rest of our lives. Okay, you are already familiar with Google Classroom. Okay, a lot of the communication that's going out to your parents right now from the district are saying, hey, use Schoology. And what I'm going to tell you is that we've never used Schoology before, so we're not going to start now. We're going to stick with what we know, which is Google Classroom. So it's important for us to kind of not even throw or put ourselves into a learning curve that's going to frazzle everybody. We're just going to stick with what we're good with, and we are good with Google Classroom. So everything that you need for ELA will be there. If you go to Schoology, what you'll get is like a splash page that'll say go to Google Classroom, and that's it. Okay. The online tools that we're going to be using in ELA, some of these you're already familiar with. You're familiar with Common Lit. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. We're still there. It's still out there. It's great. And we are familiar with Flipgrid, and we are actually going to be leveraging our use of Flipgrid a lot more. I'll talk about that in just a second or two. We're going to be adding in more from Actively Learn, and that was something, if you remember, we did that back around Halloween, where we were learning about like the Jack the Ripper stories and different kind of ghost stories and things like that. So you've already done Actively Learn. We're going to go and rely on that a little bit longer. And then we're adding two new online tools. We are adding Parlay, which will allow us to facilitate like group discussions and debates. And what's really great about that is nobody has to be online at the same time in order to participate. It picks up where everybody is and then lets them all be there whenever they're there, and then we kind of look at it at the end and we're able to make sense of it. So it's kind of a cool, great tool for that. And then the other one is No Red Ink. No Red Ink is going to be your grammar friend, your language study friend, and we're going to only focus on the lessons that we know we already need, which is really cool because guess what? I already know what you need. We've already been doing so much work with language study that I don't need to give you an abundant amount of stuff. I'm only going to give you the stuff that I know you need to focus on, which is exciting. So No Red Ink is another tool that we're going to be adding into our toolbox. So you might be saying, are we going to write papers? Are we going to, what are we doing, Mrs. Olkey? Oh my gosh. And so here are the things that we had scheduled that we are going to kind of like adapt. Our writing unit that we're supposed to do is argument writing, okay? And this is where we talk about ethos, logos, and pathos, and how to persuade people, and we learn about rhetoric and logical fallacies, and we fine-tune all of that into our writing, and we pick a topic we're passionate about, and then we argue it, and we just, it's great, and we produce this wonderfully written paper that really kind of takes our mind and gets it on the page, and it's fabulous, right? We're still going to do that. But we're scaling it way back. And what we're also doing is we're going to integrate in a reading as well. So we're supposed to be reading critical nonfiction reading for the purpose of doing research. We've embedded that in with the writing piece. So when you work through the unit work, which you'll see on Monday how I organized it for you, you'll see that they are bouncing off of each other. Okay, so it's like reading, writing, reading, writing, reading, writing. And I hope that it makes sense to you and it feels very easy to go from one idea to the next because they're so interrelated. It was like braiding yarn, and it just worked really well. So that work is going to start, but not until Monday. Okay, and I put that together for you in almost a gamified way. You'll see what you're going to see is essentially a big giant hyperdoc that walks you through step by step, day by day. So I don't want you, you can do that at your own pace. Okay, you can go fast, you can go slow, but it's designed to take the whole 6 weeks. It is not designed to be done in a day. Okay, so you don't feel pressure when you're looking at it going, oh my gosh, don't, calm down. It's meant to take the whole 6 weeks. Okay, because it's 2 units and they're embedded in there. Okay, so don't panic about that. That's coming on Monday. Okay, yeah, there it goes. All right. Communication. Okay, so I have these things called office hours, and my office hours are 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock every day of the week. That means that I will be sitting in front of my computer waiting for you. So if you need me, just email me and I will be able to get back to you right away. You can still email me anytime you want to email me. That doesn't bother me. I'll get back to you. I'm here. Like I'm in the same spot you're in right now. Like I'm at home and aside from being a mom and a wife and walking the dogs and making food for my kids and making sure my kids are doing their homework too, I'm here with you. So if you need me, I can do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And if that doesn't work, if email's not working for us, then we can talk to your parents about possibly putting together a Google Meet where we can kind of get together and maybe we can flesh out whatever kinds of questions you have if you have something that is just a little too complicated for an email correspondence. Okay, so you can email me anytime you want, but I do have those office hours every day, so I will guarantee you that I will be in front of that computer every day, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Okay, all right, so you might have said, oh, I really miss circle time and Mrs. Oki's class. Oh, well, guess what? It's back. You're so lucky. And this time we're doing it virtually, which means that we're going to do circle time on Flipgrid. So every Monday, I'm going to put up a Flipgrid, and it'll have like a new topic of whatever it is. And then you'll be able to pop in and you'll be able to leave your videos and then also leave your comments. And then you can respond to each other. You can watch each other. I mean, social distancing is what we need to be doing, but that doesn't mean we can't say hello on video or do something goofy to make everybody laugh. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So we're going to be using that on Mondays, and I want everyone to participate on Mondays. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now Fridays are the end of the week, and this is where I want to touch base with you and just personally where no one else can see what we're talking about. And what I mean by that is like other students won't know if you have a question you want to ask or if you want something serious that's about the academic stuff that I can help you with. So we're going to do that also through Flipgrid. But it's a video, it's like a one-to-one video back and forth. So you'll record the video and it'll be just to me, and then I'll record the response back to you. And we can go back and forth as much as we need to go in order for you to feel like you have whatever you need. So I'll have a little bit of a structure to that where I'll kind of say, like, what was your goal this week? Did you meet it? What do we need to do a little bit differently? What are we struggling with? What can we work on? And this is an opportunity for just you and I to have that conversation. So maybe if there's something that you need, I can make sure I get that to you in some way, shape, or form. So you might say, for example, Mrs. Wilkie, this no red ink is driving me crazy. I can't get past active and passive voice. What do I do? I might be able to fine tune that assignment for you, but we can talk about what you need in Flipgrid where it's just you and I having that conversation and not worrying about what all the other students are saying or watching and things like that, okay? So that's Friday's recaps. We're going to do those, and those are open to you, and I will make sure I reply to every single one. Okay, woo, that was a lot. Here's your tips for success. Check Google Classroom every day. Don't check Schoology. Schoology is just going to whoop you over to Google Classroom, okay? Make sure you just do the best that you can. We're all just doing the best that we can right now. Try again and try harder. You're building a lot of independence right now, and it's a lot thrown at you all at once. So just do your very best, okay? And then communicate. If you need help, please email me, or on Friday, send me the Flipgrid recaps. Let me know how you're doing so I can help you and we can fine tune all of the steps to help you get what you need, okay? And finally, last thing, you have a lot of time right now, and you need to be reading your independent reading books. And we went to the library right before we went on spring break, and I know every single one of you got a book. So I'm expecting that when I give you the assignment to tell me all about your independent reading, I should not hear you say, I don't have a book. I'm going to give you a lot of options and a lot of choices for how to get those books online, even if you can't physically make it down to the library. So you should be reading right now, and you should be ready to communicate with me what you're reading, how it's going, what you're learning, and all of that fun kind of stuff. So be prepared because that's coming, okay? All right, if you're ready to get started, so am I. Head to Flipgrid. We're going to have our very first Monday circle time on Flipgrid. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you. It's going to be great. Control, Alt, Shift, R. I got it.